If you work with React.js and are new to Tailwind CSS, this video is just for you. I'll show you how easy it is to set up Tailwind CSS with React.js. So let's jump straight in. So let's start by creating a React application. I'm using Vite, but you can use any tool of your choice. So if you're using Create React App, consider upgrading as CRA is currently outdated, but the choice is totally yours. Let's install Tailwind to our application. Navigate to the project directory and add these three npm packages. You're going to need Tailwind CSS and auto prefixer and post CSS. The auto prefixer and post CSS plugins are used to add browser-specific prefixes automatically to your CSS. So let's do that now. Before we start to work on our code, we need to initialize Tailwind. To do that, type in this command. It's yarn tailwind css init-p. What this is going to do is it's going to create a couple of boilerplate files that we're going to work on later. I'm going to open up my code editor here, so I'm using VS Code. If you look at the app.js file, you'll see this bit of code. Let me open it up. Yeah, see this bit of code? This is the boilerplate code provided by Vite. Let's see how it looks in the browser. I'm starting the dev server now. Type in yarn dev. This is going to bring up the dev server. And if you open it in the browser, there it is. There is the localhost URL. If you open it up in the browser, you'll see this is what Vite provides us initially. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we don't need all this stuff. Let's keep it simple. So let me remove all the unwanted bits of code. I don't need any of this. And I'm gonna head over to the CSS file and delete all the default CSS. Let me just put in a heading over here with some text. Yeah, so all the CSS has been removed. Now let's start integrating Tailwind to this project. I'm going to go to index.css and add these three Tailwind directives that are required for us to work with Tailwind. Right, these three directives, base, components, and utilities, are required for you to work with Tailwind. In the Tailwind configuration file, you have to modify the content array. So basically, you have to add all the files or the file types in which you will be using the Tailwind utility classes. Make sure you do that. This is a very important step. Now, I'm going to be adding the index.html and all JSX files inside the source directory and any other subdirectories within it. If you have multiple file types under the same directory you want to add Tailwind to, then you can do so by separating it in between curly braces. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be using only file types of JSX, so I'm going to leave it as it is. If you look at the browser now, you can already see Tailwind in action. Let's add some more utility classes. Let me change the text properties here, and let me increase the font size, and let me give it a color. Alright, I'm going to save the file, and there we go. We can see the changes are in effect, and that's it. So do check out the Tailwind docs. I have linked it in the description. Do check it out to get a reference on all Tailwind utility classes. And that's the end of the video. I hope you loved it, and if you did, hit that like button and consider subscribing for similar videos. See ya.